Hey guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build an Alcatraz style prison. Now, I just wanted to see and test if it was possible to lock myself in a cell. It is possible. The lever's on that side of the block. Help me! I'm serving life in prison and I didn't even do anything. Oh well, I'll have to get out again. There we go. Yeah, I had it flicked and then I just went underneath it, flicked the lever and walked back. A pretty silly thing to do, really. Anyway, we're moving up to floor 3 of 4 now, which is up here. Now, this floor is going to be a bit of a utility floor, I would say. We'll probably be able to get some cells in here as well. But I want to have the infirmary, which is like the doctors. I want to have the common room and library, which I might combine into one. So we'll have a sort of larger room. We'll have some bookshelves, a pool table, and maybe a TV in there. And potentially a classroom on this floor as well, depending on what sort of room that we have. So let's grab some glowstone for some temporary lighting. And let's just put some sort of tactical blocks down, just so we can see exactly where. God, made me jump. I don't know why that made me jump. I've been a little bit jumpy today. I don't know why. Wow, how did that make me jump? Add one. We'll get the roof down, or the ceiling, sorry, down straight away. We'll go from here to there. Replace air with 98, and that one to that one. I'm stuck. And that one to this one. That one to that one. It's a really odd shape at the front here, but I really like it. It's going to give us a load of options. So we can now see how big our floor is. We can, with the glowstone, temporary lighting down, we can see what room we have. Now, we want to have infirmary, the doctors, okay? So it's going to come, we're going to have the floor, or the stairs sort of wrap around like this, and here, at least, okay? We might go all the way. In fact, it's probably going to be best that we go all the way. So that's unused space. We can't use that. We want to have, I think I'll use this end as the doctor's surgery. I think that would be smart. Like, I could just do pretty much a straight line coming across here. That gives us a load of room on the inside for beds, medical equipment, shelves, cabinets, things like that, desk, all the important stuff. And then we want common room. I think maybe common room we'll do on the other side. Maybe in the middle. Like, if we had a cell, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a cell over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We leave the 4 blocks in the middle, like we like to, for our walkway going down. But then instead of having a section around the back, like a hallway around the back where we can loop around, that's going to be the end of the common room. And I think it's also going to be wide enough for common room as well. This is our current width. I reckon we can get a pool table in the middle there. That should work out really nicely. We can also sort of get a library, I think, at this end. I want a library. So if we had, let's leave, we want at least 4 blocks to be able to walk down. Oops. So we had something like this. No windows. We don't want any windows. And we'll have a nice double door going into the common room. I think we can probably leave that open. I don't think we need any doors on it. We can have sort of a library up this end and a sort of pool table up that end and a TV on this side. I think that'll be a really good match. So we've got the common room, the library, and the infirmary. The only thing that we've sort of got left is solitary, top floor, classroom, and the chapel. So chapel can be on the top floor if we wanted to do one, a place of worship. Some prisons have them, some of them don't. But it wouldn't be a bad idea because the solitary is obviously a very quiet area, and the chapel is a very quiet area as well. So we could have the classroom down this side. That really wouldn't be a problem. Yeah, why not have... If we had this coming down here, very wide, but it doesn't really matter. I can sort of thin it up over here. If we had that going down there and coming down here, can I fit any cells in there? Like, could I do, if I done 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then instead we have 4 blocks here, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is our normal sort of walkway, and then have the classroom there. I think that's sort of a good size for a classroom as well, because you have to be enrolled into education at a prison. It's not like compulsory. You have to sort of be allowed to, almost. It's quite strange. So what cells down there? Infirmary. It's nice to have some cells at sort of a different angle, and then we can have cells going all the way down this wall. So we'll have a double one here. That's where it should go. That one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Single one. Single one. We'll have another double one. I always seem to do that longer as well. Single one. Single one. Single one. We'll have another double one. And then a single one. And then do I have any room anywhere? Yeah, we've got this sort of a little bit of room over here. So we'll have a single one. Single one. Double one. Single one. And a few... Can I fit any in here? Like, would it... Is there any point? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could fit another two single cells in there comfortably. So, we want the classroom. I think I probably want the door on this side to the classroom. Again, we'll have a double door going in there. We've got a single door going into the infirmary because we do want a door on that. It's got medical supplies. It's going to have sharp objects and scissors and things like that, you know, cutting equipment. It's also going to have medical drugs and stuff like that. So obviously we don't want prisoners to be able to have access to that. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to in fact have a double door on it. And just have a sort of middle part, so they'd have to get through 2 doors to be able to get in there. I think that would be really, really smart. And we've got the double door going into that room as well, the common room. Iron bars. I'm going to get these up before I put the walls in. Otherwise, as we found out, I think last episode, it becomes a little bit awkward. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one. And down this side. I like having only the windows or the iron bars on like 2 of the sides of the prison. It saves so much hassle and problem later on. It doesn't limit where we can have walls or anything like that. If you don't have any windows there, you can't get like a block in the way of it. And from the outside, I think it looks really, really sort of, almost sort of well, very intimidating, the fact that it has a lack of windows in there. And the lighting that we're doing in here is plenty enough to be able to get away with it as well. So, we've got our wand. We're going to want to replace... Hello? Replace air with 1, 1, 2, and 13. Beautiful. And we want... Those are the tops of the doors as well. There to there. There to there. With clear. I can hear it. I can hear it, and if I can hear it, you guys can hear it, and it drives me nuts. So put these cell walls up. I'm going to get all the walls up first, and then it just makes it easier for us to be able to gauge how much room we have inside, like the classroom, what we can have on the walls, everything like that. I might do this slab across the top of these. Beautiful. I might also put as strange as it sounds, I might put a metal detector on the door of the classroom. Now, it sounds a little bit weird, but you gotta think that there is pencils. I know pencils isn't metal. I don't think pencils register on a metal detector. I don't think graphite is a metal. It's a rock, isn't it? But you guys know what I mean. There might be other stuff in the classroom that might be metal. I don't really know what, but there might be. And we don't want the prisoners sort of getting through with that. So, stairs. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we had the holes start 1 block before the stairs. Wow, it's dark up here. There we go. Beautiful. That's all set up ready for the next floor. And then we've got these cells. Oop, not that one. there's a double cell there, apparently. I'm not going to do the cells on camera. I think we've gone through enough cells. If you want to know how I do the cells and the sort of size of them, well, the size of them is a 2x4 area, but the front 2 blocks is where the door and the iron bars go. And as far as like the equipment inside it, it's just a bed. So you guys can see when we look around like other cell parts, if you guys want to build it for yourself. Oops. I see that. Oops. I hate it when I undo twice. That's better. And down here. And do we have a metal detector on the common room? Obviously, we've got books. They aren't metal. But we also probably have TV. Do they have a TV remote? Are they even in control of what channel they watch? They probably aren't. I don't know. I've never been to prison. It might these questions that I'm saying might sound really odd, but I've never been to prison, so I don't know. I think I am going to do metal detectors on them though. So we're going to have slab. We're going to want wall, and we're going to want beacon. So we do this like 1, 2, 3, 4. Beacon, beacon. Beacons also give off a little bit of light as well, which is sort of a bonus, really. And the same thing on this one. Like that. So we've got some metal detectors going on there. Some dark spots, but we haven't done the lighting in here yet. Let's start off with the common room. Fluorescent. Why have I got my caps lock on again? And I think we're going to do 4 blocks wide, and it's 2 blocks in from this front. It's 2 blocks in from either side. So let's try and do that on this side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I suppose if we done this every 3 blocks, we'll see where we end up. I don't know how that happens. It just works. I seem to do it every single time. Sometimes I do 4 blocks. Sometimes I do 3 blocks. No matter what I do, it just seems to work out. It's just pure luck. I don't know why. I don't know why. I have absolutely no idea. So, we want bookshelves. We can put whatever we like in here. We've got metal detectors on the outside. And of course, there'd be guards about anyway. So, I'm going to do it like this. And I think I'm going to get some brown carpet. Because I really like having the brown carpet above the bookshelves. I think it just gives like a nice little lip on there. We're going to want the TV. I do have a painting that we use as a TV and computer monitors and stuff like that. It's just a nice sort of small one. Oops. But it works really well for both. That's the elevator buttons. There's the TV. That'll work out really. It's just nice and simple. We should have stairs. I think this one. Slab. For a nice table to go underneath it. Something like that. Just nice and basic. We want to have... I should really probably... No, we're okay. We want some chairs. I don't know if I want to move it back a little... Hiccup a little bit. We should have some couches. The black ones. I think I like these ones because they're pretty almost dull looking, aren't they? Like, that's pretty close to the doorway. No, there's plenty of room there. We'll be fine. Okay, we'll have another one like that. Little coffee table in the middle. Slab. Maybe just that one. Oh, I've already got that one. Yeah, it just looks pretty neat there. At the back here, we'll have a pool table. Pool tables are really fun. We're going to use hoppers. And we're going to use green wool. And trap doors. I think I'm going to use these ones, though. So, we want to have... I want it to be a decent size. This might be a little bit big, I suppose, but we'll just see what it looks like when we're done with it. No, that's pretty good size. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the hopper in there, there, and there. That one, and that one. We then put the trapdoors around the outside here. Huh? Why did that pop off? How weird is that? I think that might be a little glitch. It doesn't pop off like that. But if I done that and that... Huh! Okay. And then down this... Oops. I need to put that one in, then that one in. Nope, wrong way around. So, I think that's a pretty decent looking pool table. I think it's as good as you can really get in Minecraft. It's actually bigger than what I normally do as well, but I think it's actually a pretty good scale. Like if I stand here, maybe it's a little bit sort of snooker table size, but either way it's going to work. Now, they're not the best idea to have in a prison because obviously you have queues, which are long sticks, basically, javelins. But again, you're probably going to have guards in here. Maybe they're plastic or something silly like that, or like low shatter queues. Maybe prisons have. They have some sort of special type. I don't know. There is something else that we can do if we want to. We can get carpet. Now, sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. There's an upside and there's a downside to it. If we put the carpet on here, I'm going to start off by just going around the outside. Oops. Like this. And if we get a sign... Just a normal vanilla sign. Now what we can do... Oops, I broke the light. What we can do is we can put these signposts in here. You have to get them straight. It doesn't matter if you type on them. Which has got a random D on one of them. And we put the signs down here. And then fluorescent, because that's going to drive me nuts. There we go. And then put the carpet on top of these. Now what happens is the top of the sign stays sticking through, so it looks like you've got a couple of cues, like pool or snooker cues, laying on the table. The only downside to it, which is a small downside, is the carpet ends up being like a carpet's width above the table, which is obviously backwards to how a pool or snooker table is. Usually the cushions are higher than the table, so the balls bounce off it. At the moment, you've got no cushions. You'd end up just running the ball off the edge if you missed the pocket. But I think it's a small price to pay because I really like the effect of having the cues on the table like that. It's just a really, really nice sort of effect. Now, what else do we want in here? We could have, I suppose we could have maybe a couple of shelves. We have this sort of nice dark grey. Just a couple of them, like that. And this is wasted space. We might as well have that over there as well. Have a couple here. You don't want too much up here because obviously you've got to be able to get around it. We're a little bit tight on space, but I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Anything else? Probably some more seats wouldn't be a bad idea. Like, I suppose we could have like a seat up the corner, like a seat up each corner here for the players. Have another seat there. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good for a common room, right? I'm happy with that. And what else do we have? Oh, yeah. Let's do the dividing. We want player detector. I love that. That's such... That should definitely be in vanilla Minecraft. That one and that one. Doors. Glass ones. I think I want... that one round that way, and this one round this way. I got the fluorescent tubes. Oh, I can't put them there. We'll have to go there and there because the player sensors are in the way. So we've got this sort of double door walk through. Oops. Yeah, into the infirmary, which we will probably end up doing next episode because, I'm sorry to say, we are out of time. This series just flies by so quickly. If you guys enjoyed it, then hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode.